Guys, this is Jordan here, personal trainer at Schenectady JCC. For our sports performance workout today, we got a bunch of different exercises. We're going to focus on full body workout today. So we're hitting a bunch of different muscle groups. We're doing a little bit of cardio as well, some core work. So we got a lot of things to get into today. Obviously, before we get into our warm-up, we're going to do before we get into exercise, we're going to do our warm-up. So I'm going to do a lot of warm-up exercises as well. As I said, I'm doing a full body exercise today, so we got to warm up a lot of muscles as well. So the first thing we're going to do is just some hugs, and we're going to hinge at those hips, bring that chest down to that ground a little bit. All right, so about a form right here, that chest nice and straight. All right, so we're not rounding the shoulders too much. All we're going to do is bring our arms out nice and wide, all right, and hug ourselves. Bring the one arm on top of the other. So I have my right on top of that left, and as I come out, all right, squeezing those shoulders, and I'm going to rotate that up top arm each time. All right, so loosen up the shoulders, that upper back, the chest as I extend the arms out, and the chest a little bit more as I bring the hands in. All right, nice and smooth. All right, feel the shoulder blades loosen up, feel those pecs separate a little bit. Get loose with the shoulders. We're gonna do 2 more on each side. And our last 2. And 1 more. All right, into some hip warm up, a little bit sticking with those upper arms as well. Just gonna do some punches. I'm gonna get the quads and the little hamstrings warmed as well, putting us in an ISO squat hold. All right, so ISO means you're gonna hold. All right, so I don't want you too deep, I should say. All right, just a little bit of bend in those knees so we get the quads activated as well. Keep that chest up, 1 arm at a time. You're gonna punch across that body, rotating through the hips. All right, so I'm not just gonna punch, I'm gonna follow with the chest. All right, big exhale here, and then rotate back and forth. All right, you can get a little bob with those legs. Those knees bent, all right? Keep the legs warmed up as well, and just a smooth, controlled pace. This is just a warm up here. I'm gonna go for 30 seconds. About 5 seconds are down already. And here's our last 15. All right, keep the weight even through those legs as you come into that middle. 3, 2, and 1. All right, into some quad thrusts. All right, people call these donkey kicks, kickbacks. All right, burpees are a little bit of a different form of them as well. You do your push up, you do a little bit of jump up top. All right, we're not trying to gas out too quick, so we're just gonna do the normal squat thrust form. All right, so hands going to the feet, kicking out, so we're nice and straight. Don't drop those hips, all right? So as you drop the feet, kick out the feet, you shouldn't drop, all right? And we shouldn't be nice and high with that butt. We want to land the chest over the arms, straight from shoulders to heels, all right? Ride those feet back up and stand it up, okay? So we're just going to do 5, all right? I'm not going to go quick paced, all right? Focus on the form, not dropping the hips, chest over the arms, keep it tight, that chest and back, all right? Just a warm up here. All right, so out, in, and up, down, out, and in, and up. Let's do 3 more. Each time I land, I keep it tight up top, keep it tight to that stomach so those hips aren't dropping. Okay, nice and straight. Drive it up and stand it up. All right, in our last exercise here of this warm up, just gonna do a little bit of cardio, get the heart rate elevated before we get into the workout. So we're just gonna do some quick feet. Once again, we're gonna keep those knees a little bit bent, so legs a little bit warm up. All we're gonna do, all right, is try to keep those heels up. Okay, so if I move back a little bit, you can see the heels are staying high. I'm sticking to the toes. All right, pump those arms a little bit, keeping that chest up, knees bent as well. All right, loosen up those calves. Okay, we got 15 more seconds. And 10. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, guys, so first circuit coming up. All right, so our first exercise in this first circuit, we'll do some windmills. So it's outside obliques, all right, a little bit of hip rotation. All right, so it's a little bit of a core work. All right, a little bit of shoulders as well. All right, so 1 arm, feet are nice and wide. All right, usually our squat position is about shoulder width. A little bit wider here, all right, make sure we even distribution through those legs. Arms are nice and straight in a T, all right. Opposite arm is coming to that opposite knee. What I want you to focus on doing is not bending those knees to come down. All right, we're hinging at the hips, bring that chest down nice and straight, kicking those glutes out behind you, kick that butt out, All right, and a big squeeze as you rotate back and forth, coming to start each time. All right, so take a second, bring yourself back to that starting position so we're not coming and getting jumbled up. All right, focus on your form, doesn't have to be fast here. So we're gonna do 8 on each side, 16 total. All right, so let's inhale down, exhale as you return. All right, and try to get those breaths. Inhale, exhale. All right, return yourself each time to that starting position. Big squeeze that side, or halfway. Okay, 4 to go. And 2. Last one. All right, guys. We're going to come down to the ground. And we're doing a little bit of glute work, lower back and glutes. Do some donkey kicks. So it's an all fours position. All right, your hands are under that chest. Try to keep that normal alignment of the spine. All right, so I'm not slouching to the shoulders. Keep it nice and straight. All right, get that butt up. All right, and try not to round the shoulders, as I said. So one leg at a time. I'm going to start with the right leg, which is the one closest to you. All right, a big squeeze to the glutes. Let's focus on keeping that knee bent. I'll bring that leg behind me. All right, and I'm trying to get that normal alignment from knee to hip, from here to here. Okay, so I don't want you coming too high up. All right, and we're focused on stressing that lower back. All right, just try to keep the big squeeze to that glute, finishing with that heel up towards that ceiling. All right, the normal alignment of the hip. Inhaling back, return that knee, right back up. All right, keep it smooth. All right, make sure you get full range. So we line up the knees each time I come back. Last one here. Do about 10 on each side. All right, chest over arms. Keep that knee bent. Big squeeze to that glute as you come up. Inhaling down, exhaling up. All right, what we'll focus on doing is not bringing up to the knee, or bringing that knee up to the chest, I should say, and using momentum to swing back. Bring it back to that knee, and then lift that lower hamstring and that glute. All right, and try to get that knee up in line with the hip each round. And our last round, this first circuit, we're gonna stick with our cardio. We're gonna do a little bit of jumping jacks. Make it a little bit tougher. Do some high knees, so high knee jacks. All right, instead of the legs coming out nice and wide. All right, we're doing high knee each time. Arms are coming wide, just like we do in a regular jumping jack. But instead of coming down to our side and going right back up, we're gonna do a little bit of jack, clap. All right, up, down, up, down. All right, I don't need you to clap too hard. All right, let's make sure we get the hands together. All right, and knee up to hip each time. So I shouldn't be bending at that waist and trying to bring that chest to the knee. I want you to stay nice and high. Keep the normal alignment of the arms. All right, bring the knee up all the way up to that hip to allow us to get our hands under. All right, so we're gonna start 3, 2, 1, here we go. All right, feel free to speed this one up if you can. Okay, cardio exercise, and not a lot of difficult movements. All right, they might become difficult after you go for a while. At least to start, all right? Don't worry about hurting yourself or gassing out if you want to start fast. All right, here's our last 10 seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, guys, we got 30 seconds here. Round 2 of the circuit coming up. Give yourself a water break. All right. Don't drink too much. A little bit of bubble in that stomach. All right, we got 10 seconds here. Control those breaths. We're coming back to that windmill. A little bit wider on the shoulder with those feet. Got 5 seconds coming up. Arms straight. Getting ready to start. 3, 2, 1. All right, chest straight. Bring down that chest. Not bend on the knees. Okay, slight bend is fine. Straighter the better. Allows us to go farther in that range, if we're gonna allow that. Obviously, if we can't go down too far without bending the knees, we'll bend a little bit. Everyone's got different capabilities. There are muscles that are tighter than others. We got 6 to go, 3 on each side. All right, last 2. And 1. All right. We're coming back down to that ground, our donkey kicks. all fours. All right, pick a side. We're starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, this time we're going for time. I want to make sure we get through everything. We're going 30 seconds. All right, we don't need to go fast. Focus on controlling down. Engage in that glute and that hamstring. The big breath. Keeping that knee bent and that heel up. Last 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. So push your sides. And 3, 2, 1. Here we go. All right, try to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth if you can. Helps you control. Make them big breaths. As you get more tired, they become more shallow. But if you can, breathe as deep as you can. Last 10 seconds here. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, guys, coming up to those feet. All right, high knee jacks, starting in 5. All right, nice high knee, those hands onto that knee. And 3, 2, and 1. All right, like I said, we can speed it up, especially at that beginning, and you can always slow it down if you need. All right, but it's a lot harder to start slow and get faster in the middle. All right, it's much easier to give it all you can at the beginning. A lot harder to speed up in the middle. You got 10 seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, guys, 30 seconds here. New circuit coming up. All right, guys, so we're gonna come down to the ground, put you in a V-sit. So a little bit of core work coming up. A couple different ways to do these, all right? The hardest way is what I'm gonna show you first. Hopefully you can do these at least to start, and then you can always lower it down that skill level a little bit if we need to or get tired out. All right, so we've done our V-sits before. All right, this time I wanna make sure we put those hands right to the hips. All right, and when we do our V-sit usually, all right, legs are in tabletop, or at least the heels are off that ground. All right, so we're not gonna be too high. The heels are gonna be a little bit closer to the ground this time. I want your hands to those hips so you have that balance. All you're gonna do is extend those legs out, nice and straight, and then bring it back to that chest. All right, to make it even harder if we can. All right, the shoulders come down a little bit, and then we'll meet back in that middle. All right, so if we can, extend out with that chest. So we're almost getting nice and wide. Engage in that sun with a big squeeze as you bring the knees to the chest. Inhaling out, exhaling in. All right, focus on getting them nice and straight, nice and low. All right, you can always bring the heels down for a second, take a break, and then bring it back in, extend down for a quick break there. All right, or just extend the legs and keep the chest where it is. Okay, these are crunches. So, next round we got is some T-planks, back to some core work, and those outside hips again as well, a little bit of shoulders and chest because we're in a push-up position. All right, these are called T-planks. We're in that push-up position because you're bringing one arm at a time, really rotating that chest, getting the fingers up to the ceiling. So I'll show you this form. All right, a little bit wider with the feet, your hands a little bit more under that chest, all right, because we need that base. All right, because you can see those feet outside of those hips. All right, our hands a little bit more under that chest instead of that normal alignment of that push-up, because I need that base because one arm's gonna come up at a time. What you're gonna do is a big squeeze that torso as you rotate, that lower hip, all right? Try to get that chest parallel to that far wall. Bring the fingers up towards that ceiling, and then most importantly, control your weight back down and rotating back and forth. So I shouldn't see you dropping down each time. You can always do these on the knees as well, in that push-up position, rotating open. It's a little bit far harder to rotate the hips, so you're not gonna get all the way up with those fingers usually, or open that chest up all the way, all right, but it's a nice way to lower it down a little bit for people who can't hold themselves up in that push position. But if we can, all right, keep the chest over the arms, those feet wide, big squeeze, inhaling down, exhaling up. All right, focus on keeping it smooth. So if you can only do a couple on each side with the feet up, or sorry, with the knees up, all right, and we lose that balance and that form, all right, then you can come down to the knees. Take it a little easier on yourself. And our last round of this circuit, new exercise of this circuit, just gonna do some ski hops. A little bit of balance work, some cardio work. All right, so it's a lateral jump. But I want you folks to do, and they're called ski hops because the arms are getting involved as well. So arms are gonna be nice and straight. All right, you can either close fist or straight with hands. All right, whatever more comfortable for you. Nice and straight. And I'm just gonna take a nice lateral hop off of 2 feet. And as I land at that jump, my hands are coming down. I'm getting nice and low, keeping that chest up. As I jump, I'm bending into those knees. Okay, this way there's no extension of the kneecaps. I'm not gonna lock those knees. I wanna make sure we don't hurt them, all right? Try to improve your sports balance. Don't want injury to set yourself back, all right? So I need to go fast. You don't have to go far with that jump, all right? Focus on landing the feet together, all right? In a gentle land. All right, call it ski hops because these are like the poles you have in your hands as you're jumping back and forth. All right, let's go 10 more seconds. And 3, 2, and 1. All right, guys. Take a breather. 30 seconds, we got one more round to go. We're coming back down to that ground. Some tuck-ins. Get on that butt. Got 15 seconds. Hands to the hips, roll for 30 seconds here. Start hard, always lower it down if you need, okay? So if we can, get those legs all the way up, get those shoulders back, nice and wide, coming to the middle, okay? 3, 2, and 1. All right, focus your breathing as much as you can. As you can see, I'm not going slow, fast. I'm going slow. The slower you go, the better. All right, the only time I'm speeding up a little bit is I'm not taking a break in the middle. All right, a lot of people when they do this like to get a break here. They'll pressure up that stomach, but if we can, we want to keep it going. Constant contraction to that stomach. Last 10 seconds. Okay, it gets too tough. Bring the heels down, give yourself a break, and then in. Okay, we take a break up top. All right, or we have to lower the shoulders. All right, keep the chest where it is. Okay, multiple ways to make it easier or harder depending on your skill level. Going back to our T-plank, push-up position. We're starting in 5 seconds. Let's get ready. You can always go on your knees if you need to. Start on your hands if you can though. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. Smooth is a nice way to make sure you don't injure yourself. Keep that form. Alright, get tired, come down to those knees. Same thing, walk yourself out. Keep it straight. Everything else is the same up top. Alright, let's do 3, 2, and 1. We're coming back up to those feet, guys. We have 1 round, ski hops left. Last 10 seconds. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Alright, so we're starting 10 seconds. We have 30 seconds to go. Arms are straight, and focus on balancing yourself. You're not just hopping back and forth. Alright, land into your balance. Engage those calves, glutes, get that butt down, keep those knees bent. Alright? And here we go. All right, you see how I'm taking a second each time to make sure I'm balanced. Landing the feet at the same time. Always start with the short jump at the beginning, all right? Especially the first time you've done these. And then you make it a little bit harder. All right, last 10 seconds here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. All right, guys. That was our workout for today. Hope you enjoyed. I know I had a good workout. I'm sweaty, even inside an air-conditioning house. I know it's getting hot out, so make sure you hydrate. All right, make sure you're always stretching before and after. All right, because we want to make sure that muscles get hurt while exercising, you want to make sure the muscles get tight and a little painful after. So make sure you're always stretching before and after. Make sure you're hydrating and drinking your water. Hope to see you soon.